Hello, all my beautiful people of Awaken by Heather. It is so wonderful to be here with you on August 31st. Um, we are going to settle in. I'm going to do the Oracle card readings here for the month. I just wanted to chat a little bit about honoring what you've done in the last few months while we've been here. I know for me, it's been such a great honor to be here with you, to share with you, to explore with you, and to truly open up and become a better person with you. Um, this journey, was opened for a purpose to shine a light, and I'm so thankful for all the opportunities that it is bringing to my life, and so thankful for you. So my heart goes out to you. You're going to see here that things have changed up a little bit. We're actually at the trailer this weekend, and I am indulging in some beautiful soul soothing fun and just getting out in nature and enjoying what this beautiful weekend of September 1st has to offer us. The kids are going back to school next week. We're going to probably get ourselves back into that regimented routine. I know for me, fall is my favorite time of year, and it's, partially because it's my birthday month, but it is really, truly just a time where I fully just immerse in the beauty of what I've worked so hard for over the last 9 months to create. So with that, we're going to get right into the cards this month. I'm going to light a little bit of smudge here for us all just as I pull the cards. And I think today I'm going to use the animal spirit cards again, because I always love how the animals present themselves in my world, in our world. Funny story, last weekend alone, we had skunks cross our path, raccoons cross our path, and there was something else that crossed our path that stuck out to me. I can't remember right now, but I will. I'm curious, what things stuck out for you in your path last week? I'm just going to smudge our cards too so that we clear the energy. So in Awaken this month, as you might have saw from the post earlier in the week, this month is about actually awakening. So very shortly, I'm also going to be uploading the new moon celebration and meditation, just doing a recap of how that new moon is going to impact us. The new moon actually took place yesterday in the sign of Virgo, and it's very, very special. If you are truly feeling like it's time to soothe, honor, and create, this is the month for it. The new moon speaks to that. It speaks to a calling of us to truly just dive in and surrender and take a look at the reflection over the last little bit and celebrate and really get ready to start something. It's a great time to commit to a brand new plan, to start a new project or venture. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video. So I just had a whole bunch of cards fly everywhere. Let me just see. Okay. How am I going to handle this? Okay. I'm going to take these two cards, and I'm going to take, there was 3 cards that fell on the floor, and I will pick those up and I'll share those with you. And these will be our animal cards for this month. Okay. So the very first card that flipped out of our box was, so funny, the frog spirit card. And in this frog spirit card, I love frogs. They are a great cleanser. Anytime that I come across frogs, of course, I probably start screaming right off the hop because they're ooey gooey and gross feeling. But they are such a significant factor to remind you to cleanse, to clear out the clutter. And that's exactly what this card is telling us. So how fitting, we're at the end of the month. We're getting ready to start a brand new process and a brand new adventure and come into fall equinox that's coming in September. It's time to clear the clutter. What's not working in your life right now? Is there something that you're wanting to change? What are you giving energy to and time to that maybe no longer serves you anymore? Think about those things while you are working through, and spend these first few weeks of September just clearing that out. Clear out that clutter that's in your life, whatever it is. I also, at this point in time, do a little purge just because it's time to get that energy moving again. We're going to be coming into very shortly a phase that is going to slow things down. And we need to make room for some new stuff. So definitely take action with that if you can. The next card that popped out was our beautiful, beautiful animal that we are working with this month in the medicine wheel, and that is the deer spirit. I just love the deers. Every time I see them, I can't help but feel blissful and happy, and it just takes me back to a place to really be gentle and be gentle with myself. The deer spirit says, bring a gentle touch. And as much as we are going to be clearing, that can be hard for a lot of people. You know, if you're clearing out the clutter, you may be letting go of things that maybe you're not ready to let go of. Or maybe you're just struggling to hold on to. And if that is you, that's okay. It's all a process. Take it one day at a time. And if you need help with that kind of thing, then reach out to a support person that can help you to let those things go. And while you're doing that, be gentle with yourself. Really, truly honor the process of what you're doing, the power, the magnitude of what is happening in your world. We are all in cycles. We talk about this all the time in the medicine wheel, and we talk about this all the time in the new and full moon circles. If you can tap into the cycles of your life, things will start to get into a rhythm where you will truly be able to transform on a magical level. So just keep that in mind, okay? I do apologize. The laptop at the back has this bad hum, so if you're hearing that, that is what it is, okay? But it is something that I have to live with here, and I'm okay with that. So the other three cards that popped onto the floor, I'm just going to grab them here, so hang on a minute. First one is Turkey Spirit. And Turkey Spirit reminds us that we should really truly approach life with a sense of gratitude and grace. When we're going through all of our stuff and maybe we're running into things that are upsetting us or shaking up some old patterns that need to be released, it's a good time to remember to find grace in whatever's happening and be grateful for the situations that are around you, the things that you do have. And that, again, it's all a process and it can be okay. You just need to move and learn and grow. So turkey spirit for me, every time I see a turkey, I think of a giveaway. So maybe, again, this comes back to clearing the clutter, being gentle with ourselves as we do it, and then giving it up to the universe, to the world, to just let it be what it's going to be and trust in that process. So those are really cool, actually, whenever you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Okay, the last two cards. Two, apparently, I can't count today. Oh, okay, there's actually, that's why I couldn't count today and why I was messed up. There's actually three cards. I didn't realize that under that turkey giveaway, there was actually another card. And so it's here for a reason. That card is Porcupine Spirit. So I absolutely love how Colette Baron Reed actually, pardon me, illustrates these cards, because they're so beautiful in that all of these animals are truly honored in their most sacred shapes, and there's detail in the cards, and they're just beautiful. So whenever I look at this card, um, I see that this beautiful creature is very majestic in that they have this, we all know that they have this powerful tool that is very harmful that they can unleash at any time that they feel threatened. But there's a beauty and a wisdom to them as well. They almost, when I look at the card here, I'm going to just show you. You see that? They almost look like wisdom is the word. I mean, I look at them and it's majestic, and I think, wow, there's a lot to teach us about the Pokemon spirit. So the card actually says time for a beginner mind. And that's really cool because we were ready to clear the clutter. We were gentle with ourselves in doing it. And then we were ready to give it up and give it away whenever it was time. And then this comes in right underneath that turkey spirit to say that it's time for a beginner mind. So starting fresh, starting at the beginning, looking through the lenses of awe and joy and wonder and passion. So that's really, really cool. Okay, now the two cards that are left. Cow spirit. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? Cow spirit card signifies that miracles are endless. So once again, everything's a process, it's a cycle. When we're in the thick of things and we are not necessarily feeling like things are going our way, remember that there is miracles inside of this. I was just talking with my little niece yesterday who came to visit me. She's definitely processing. This is coming up the second summer that her mommy's not with us. And it's always hard for me at this time because her mom's birthday is coming up very soon, and mine is too. And we're close, we're connected. We have always been that way. And she just shone such a beacon in everybody's life. And going back to school was always a precious time. And schedule and routines was amazing. And, yesterday, whenever we had this visit, Mimi was just definitely showing me a lot of vulnerability. And we got talking about health, and we got talking about all these things, and she just burst out crying. And she said, I don't want to die, Aunt Heather, I don't want to die. And I remember whenever my oldest was little, he went through the same phase. And every day in the car, everywhere we went, it was like, Mom, I'm not going to go to heaven, right? Not right now, right? And it would break my heart every time. But I was like, no, not right now. And I think we all learned over this past couple of years with the passing of my sister that you can't make those promises anymore. The only thing that you can do is share the vulnerability inside of those spaces. So here I had this little girl on my lap, sobbing, and all I could do was allow her to do that. And then once she had had the space to be able to do that, I opened a discussion around reminding her that just because things happen to some people doesn't mean that it's automatically going to happen to them. And that fear is definitely because this is something I work on daily. Fear is definitely something that can consume you, and that it's really important to, as much as something scares us or frightens us or creates this reaction in our body or our minds, we just talk about it. We talk about it and we move through it. And I reminded her that, even though we all went through one of the most devastating losses that can never, ever be changed in our lives. And I identified and validated also that it was truly something that impacted her world on a whole different level. That even though those things happened, we had to remember that at our weakest moments, we made it through. And that here today, even though, yes, nobody can ever replace the loss of her mama in our hearts, we can actually look back and see that there was beauty inside of that pain too, that we found joy, and that we were able to celebrate and to move through it. And in that moment, while I was telling her all this stuff, I was literally thinking to myself, wow, yes, okay, it's kind of makes sense to me too. So there are miracles everywhere. With every breath and every intention and every light that you hold, you have the power to make miracles. So do that. Okay. Card number, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Card number 5, the last one on the floor is dun, dun, dun. Oh, wow. See this? White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. I've never ever seen a white raven. I always see those black ones. But every time I do see a raven or a crow, I know in my head that there's magic around. I'm alerted to potential of what is, and I take a look at my surroundings and see what is there, just because animals speak to me a lot. I can totally resonate with the power that they have, and I like that kind of thing. So the White Raven Spirit, I've not got this card before, so I'm actually going to look at the meaning of this White Raven Spirit. From looking at it right now, I just really, truly believe that this month is going to be about really, truly honoring our process, celebrating our wins and our losses and our stumbles. It's about finding the grace in the strengths and weaknesses, however they come, and celebrating the fact that we are here, we are powerful, and be grateful to that. And then when we've completed a cycle, or we have reached a point where we think, oh my God, I can't go on, take a breath, stop, and try to take a look at it from another direction, from those new eyes. And when that happens, there's magic everywhere and miracles can happen. So the other thing that I told you I was going to look at the Raven Spirit. So let me just, there it is. Bum, bum, bum. I'm curious what you guys are doing here at the end of the month to welcome in September. And how are you feeling? Do you feel the underlying current that we're about to really, truly create something magical? Because that has been brewing in my belly for a while now, for the last couple of weeks. It's been like, it's time to, we just completed a cycle, and the fruits of our labor are, presenting themselves in our world. And now it's time to start again. What will be in the next cycle? What will we bring in? What will we accept and open our arms to? And that's the key as women, as nurturers, as mothers, as friends, as daughters, as spouses. How will we nurture? How will we open up ourselves first to be able to give and fully engage with the surroundings around us? 66. Where is 66? Here it is. Trust in the magical. Nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and the white raven spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to the synchronicities so that you might recognize the patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of the spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that the white raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways that the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. This is a really amazing card to end the month with. Wow. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you the magic and the miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. The protection message here, and when they say protection message, it could be something that you're experiencing or what is showing up for you at this point in time. Is it just a reminder? So are you being distracted by the illusions of a chaotic universe? Who isn't? Deep in your heart, you know the world is full of magic, and the white raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for Spirit wants you to enjoy the miracles all around you. Remember, the evidence of divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign and it shall be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time, so if you're in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. Isn't that awesome? So again, there's that hope message, there's that belief, there's that surrender, and there's passion. Okay. I'm going to do a universe has your back message for us, and I'm going to do one of our Sacred Soul Oracle cards, just because this month is about awakening, and I would really truly like to see what message we need to focus on for the month ahead from the Sacred Creator side, because you know what? We're all creators. We're all builders. We are masters of so many things. And it's important to remember how passionate we are, because when you're in the trenches and you are truly digging in and creating, you sometimes forget just how powerful you are. You forget to rest. You forget to take care. You forget to, take care of all of those things that are important, like how you feel, what's going on, how you react, and taking care of yourself, resting, grounding, and all those things. So we are in Awaken by Heather. There it is. We're Awaken. I'm going to take one more too, okay? Just because. We're in Awaken by Heather. Ooh. September 2019. Looking for the card that is for our group. And we got it. Okay. Ooh. All right. So the very first card that we pulled was the biggie. What's your honest truth? I talk about this in my groups that I run and my workshops about creation. We're very passionate, creative souls. And when we're in that phase, we spend a lot of time up here, and we're trying to manifest and we're trying to do all these things. And so many things can come at us. And it can actually stall us or bottleneck us because so much is coming at us and we want to do it. And we're like little kids whenever that light gets turned on of passion and joy and, oh my God, I can't wait to create this, that we get stuck because we're in overload. So it's really, really, truly important to settle into that energy, take a deep breath, and then dive into your honesty, your truth. What is your truth? What is it that you really, truly, absolutely want from all of the things that you're creating? What is the key point? Pick out a few of them and then take that down and start creating from there. You will get down to the bottom of exactly what your big MOFA, which is your big motivating factor that we talk about in coaching, in my coaching programs. You'll get down to that. What is your big MOFA? Once you have your big MOFA, we can then work to anchor you into that, to keep you on the path, to keep you moving. Now, I know that this is how the path goes, and we adjust as we go. But when you have a clear, defined truth and a purpose, because you're being honest with yourself and not looking at what the expectations of the world has for you and your family and all of those things, but for you, what's important to you, you will truly find your passion and make your difference. So it's card number 20. Let me see here. Oopsie daisy. What's your honest truth? Total authenticity and transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit, clear and compelling communication that comes from the heart, and finding the key to abundance by finding what is true and right from your soul. We all hold onto many layers of truth. There are the truths we learn from our parents, the ones we learn during past experiences, and the ones that our ego holds on to in order to lovingly protect us from the world. As an observer of your life, you will accumulate many layers of the truth. And as you learn more about yourself, you will likely outgrow some of them. Occasionally, these truths are at odds with one another, and you'll need to do a little weeding in order to curate the very best version of you. It's time to do some weeding. Wow, because that card that we had from the animal we started out with was about letting go and clearing the clutter and releasing. So it's, this is a perfect time to be doing this. You are here for a reason. At the base of all that you've learned in your learned truths lies a different sort of truth. It's the true core essence. It's the miracle that bubbles up from the depths of your soul, and this underlying core foundation refuses to be quieted or ignored. You can hear it most clearly when an old truth becomes too small for you, for your expanding life. Some call it a soul purpose, some call it a sacred contract. We like to call it your truest truth and your honest truth. When you get right down to the nuts and bolts of your soul, what work are you being called to do? Are you being completely honest with yourself about your life right now? What areas of your life are rocking today, and what areas need more tending and loving care? You may be pretending that something is wonderful, even though deep down it's not. You may be trying to fake it till you make it, which there's nothing wrong with that, to the point that you've actually lost track of where you're headed. This is where the problem lies. When you're not living in your truth, you may feel like there's heavy fog around your life. I'm clearing in my throat. And that could potentially be for me, or it could be potentially for anybody that is watching this and coming in. So that right there is an indicator to me that, words need to be spoken. And if you in your life have some words that need to be spoken as a matter, or directed to what's your honest truth, then now's the time to be speaking them. And I'm feeling them right along with you. So when you're not living in your truth, you may feel like there's a heavy fog around your life. It's sort of like an autopilot program that you created while you were trying to please everyone else. It's not really you, though. It's time for you to shed all the masks that you're wearing and to strip away any layers that are no longer in your best interest to maintain. Your honesty is the key to your happiness. Knowing your truth will ignite your passion to create a life that is totally integrated and aligned with that of the inner foundation. This is the key to abundance in all things. Wow. Okay, I'm actually going to use this card in our moon manifestation meditation that I'm going to be recording here next and uploading today as well. This is a really good card to do some self-care work as we begin the new process of awakening in this month of September. So if you are called to check that out, please do. It will be under the moon recordings in here. And I will do that next. So we will speak more about this card in that setting, okay? And then the other card that we pulled up here, and I'm going to wrap this up really, really quickly here, is wow. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. So, we're being honest with ourselves. Actually, let's back up one more step. We are, where did we begin? We're clearing out the clutter. We're finding the gentleness and being gentle with ourselves while we do that. We're grateful for every experience that we have. And we meet all adversity or situations that call upon our lower vibes with grace, and we rise above. When we do that, when we do that, we start fresh. It's time for a beginner mind, new eyes, clearer vision, being honest with ourselves about everything we are and everything we do. When we do that, miracles happen. They flow and they're endless. And we're going to trust in the magic in doing that. In trusting in that magic, we were able to ambush the fear with our dreams, and they're ferociously wonderful. So, what a story for September. I'm really, really excited. The last thing that I'm going to do is pull a card from The Universe Has Our Back for us all in Awaken by Heather in September 2019 on August 31st, one day after the new moon in Virgo, which is definitely impacting us and calling us to reflect, grow, to love, honor, and to be open to starting something new and fresh. And this is the card that I got. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Take a look at that. There's such power in that. Wow. Thank you for leaning in, for being here with me, and for investing your energy and your time in my tribe. It fills my heart. I promise you that this is going to expand and grow even more. Teachings are powerful tools for us all, myself included, and I'm on this journey with you. So love, and mad respect. It's not always easy, but we champion on and we're making a difference. So remember that. Happy September to each and every one of you. We will be doing lots of really cool things. I'll update it on Facebook, so check that out. If you haven't checked out the Chronicles of Mama Mac Facebook page, check it out. Like it, and you'll get some insights there as well. Got a lot of amazing workshops and retreats coming up this fall. It'll all be on the events page, so please check it out there. I'm in so many areas this month, and there is such awesomeness that I am so excited. Anyway, my heart to yours. Happy September.